Mummy's pregnant!
Is she? Where are you? Okay. Feeling of grief was so real that I woke up in complete floods of tears. And then that morning, I lost the pregnancy.
I shut my eyes, trying not to speak, pretend that I'm dreaming. I smell your breath, not listening, but I still hear you screaming. Going under, one step away till you hear what I'm saying.
It's funny how easy it is to lose sight of each other. Not in some dramatic way, just slowly and silently. Life gets busy, the children need you, the boat needs you, the filming, the editing, the endless list of jobs that somehow never seems to get any shorter. Before you know it, you're working alongside the person you love every day, but not really spending time together at all. The truth is, Ross and I have been through a lot recently, and we've had a lot of questions about where we've been on YouTube. Some moments have tested us more than others, and there were times when simply getting through the day felt like enough. But one of the things I've always loved about us is that no matter what life throws our way, we somehow find our way back to each other. So over the following weeks, we took some time out, and whenever friends offered to help with the boys, we'd steal a few precious hours for ourselves. No plans, no responsibilities, no rush, just the two of us exploring the islands we love so much. And somewhere between the turquoise water, the quiet anchorages and windswept beaches, I started to remember something. Ross has always been my safe place. The person that I can be completely myself around. The person who has seen every version of me over the years. The confident version, the frightened version, the exhausted version, the adventurous version. And somehow, he still chooses me every single day. When you've been together as long as we have, love changes. It's no longer about grand gestures or trying to impress each other. It's quieter than that. It's knowing someone so completely that a single look can say more than words ever could. It's feeling their hand reach for yours without even thinking about it. It's laughing about things that no one else would understand. It's knowing that whatever happens next, you'll face it together. And maybe that's why these little moments feel so special. Because for just a few precious hours, we weren't thinking about the past, the workload of today, or planning for tomorrow. We weren't worrying about the things we couldn't control anymore. We were just enjoying being together, just Ross and I. The same two people who fell in love all those many years ago. And every now and then, I catch Ross looking at me the same way he used to when we first met. Although, judging by some of those looks, I'm not entirely sure his thoughts were always very innocent. But perhaps some things are better left to the imagination. Good morning, all. Oof, guys, look at these clouds. That's a sign. That means change is in the air. And funnily enough, oh, morning, Ronnie. We do have change. Around midday today, it's now 7:25 in the morning. We have a ton of wind coming right from where the bow of our boat is, which is going to bring some pretty gnarly waves with it, as the fetch is really far from Lefkada, so we're gonna move. Yeah, do you know what they say about cats? They say cats can tell the weather. So if you start itching in your ears and being a bit frisky like you are now, apparently you know what's going on. Anyway, I need to de-rig all of this, but all we're going to do is just drop the tent, bring down the shades, leave the tent base where it is, and we're just going to motor around the headland All the bays face pretty much southeast and they're all tucked in. So in theory, we should be really well protected from anything that comes from that direction. So yeah, back to Kastos. Surprise, surprise. Oh, I know your game. You want to go in there, don't you? You want to go in the tent? Dude, you got to get out, I'm afraid. Got a storm coming.
So currently our bow is just typically turning like towards the shore, which is really annoying. So I'm going to do a little trick, stick in reverse. The chain is then going to snatch the bow to starboard and then it will carry on going and point out to sea. Watch this. So I can't motor forwards. I've got to pull the anchor up. I'm going to go in reverse. And as the chain gets tight, I'm not even turning the rudder. Watch what happens. Bow's now turning. All right. I let go, chain snatches us forwards. We're now already pointing the right way. I'll just pull the anchor chain up. It's just sometimes knowing what happens with the boat when you do certain things. Easy. Is it just me, or does everyone forget the swim ladder? So I'm now got to get the dinghy on the back of the boat. I've got my main towing line already with the towing eyes already clipped on. We have it all super organised, so just unclip this, clip that on there, clip this, clip it on there. Leave the keys in ignition in case I mess it up. Need to drive back to the boat. Just clip this on. I like to put a little twist in it, just one twist in case. Green fur lead. Shut this one down because the ropes can catch on it. But basically just plonk that in the sea. That's fine. That's it, there we go. Right, she'll sort herself out. We've come to the conclusion that every time now we just leave the engine down. The hydro stabilizers help pull the bow down and we actually go a lot faster with it set up like this. So tried and tested, and yeah, that's how we do it now. How's the anchor? Did you have a big lump of mud on it?
Yep.
Yeah?
Dirty like you.
It's not, it's clean now. So guys, we are just moving down to the south of Kalamos to check out the southern part of the island. There's some beautiful beaches down there and a few anchorages to choose from. I think we're just gonna make it up as we go along. I don't know which one we're gonna go to yet. At the same time, a little bit late in leaving, and Josh has got a musical presentation with his school, MVA, and unfortunately, probably gonna have to do it with the engine on. Either that or we'll just sit bobbing about with the engine off while he does it. I don't know what we're going to do yet. But we've got 3/4 of an hour, so we'll see how we do for time. In other news, the reason we're moving as well is we've got these big clouds forming over the mountains, and I've looked at the weather forecast and it's going to be up to 30 knots coming from this direction, which would have meant we would have been getting 1 to 2 meter waves coming in on the bow. I was really happy with our anchor. We were very secure, but we don't want to be in that tonight. So we're going to go to the leeward side of the island and sit it out for a couple of days.
Is that a good call or a bad call? Did you like it there? Do you not like moving?
Living in a dark clouded haze, we danced, we fought. We were bound to make mistakes. Real love, we thought. But it was always on fire. Our house, our dreams. We were dancing
As you can see, guys, the northern part of Kalamos is just absolutely stunning. You've got the mountainous high tops with the trees, and it meets the water, and you've got these old little buildings, rock formations. Mytikas is just over there. You need to go provisioning or want to see a bit of old school Greek culture. It's literally like going back kind of 20 years over at Mytikas. And then you've got a great big beach there. There's also a nice pool bar that we went to last year. We might go there again this year. But yeah, it's just such a nice island, and I know I've said it before that Kastos is my favorite island, but we might be swayed to change that.
I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed an open door. I had a reason to complain. I didn't have the words to explain.
Hey guys, it's a beautiful day. We are just motoring along at the moment, heading to our next destination, and Josh is downstairs practicing for his school presentation.
Just cut the engine. Josh do his performance.
We spent like so long rehearsing that I'm not messing it up.
Current situ, stern to a beautiful beach, and I now have the roam fit set up here, so I've got a workout space. And look at this, all set up again after dodging some winds. So we've got a beautiful setup here. Oh man, that's heaven. And then I also have more workout space, because that was my main issue before. I've got a workout space here as well as the room fit over there. I've got the air conditioning ready to put out in the evening before we go to bed, because Mum and Dad's room is down there. And here we have a magnificent boat to admire from afar. Doing a little room fit workout.
As a real world cruising family, I can tell you one thing. We all need a little space from each other sometimes. As you already know, Laura likes long walks and working out. As for me, the moment I slip beneath the surface, everything changes. The noise disappears, the worries disappear, even the constant stream of thoughts in my head slowly fade away. It's hard to explain, but after a while you find yourself in a trance, completely immersed in another world. During this season, I spent a lot of time underwater, and while exploring Kastos, I made an unexpected friend. An octopus. At first, I'd simply watch him from a respectable distance. But before long, I found myself returning whenever we anchored nearby. I started learning his habits. Around the entrance to his den, stones and shells had been carefully arranged to protect the entrance, where he was inside resting. One day, I found a particularly beautiful shell on the seabed and decided to leave it outside his home. To my surprise, he slowly emerged, picked it up, looked it over, and quietly added it to his collection. I know this probably sounds silly, but that tiny moment made me ridiculously happy. Somehow, I'd formed a connection with this incredible little creature. In fact, I became so attached to him, I even found myself dreaming about that octopus long after we had sailed away.
What a wasted time. Should have been here on the outside, read the signs. Used to call you mine. Gave it my best, but I don't need one more try.
Look.
What? Don't tell me you found those. Oh. Oh man, that's special.
It's green, isn't it?
I don't know, it looks blue to me. It looks all the colours of blue and green. Oh, okay. Interesting facts about these. They are small abalone shells, and wherever you find them scattered, there should be an octopus nearby, because octopus like to eat these and then they discard them because they're quite messy eaters. And I think it's lovely. A piece of grease, I call them.
Rodney.
What are you doing?
Tension.
I want attention. Love me. Look at me. I'm so lovable. Oh, you're such a teddy bear. Happy days. I'm going to go make brekkie now because it's done my workout. I just had a very, very, very windy night and everybody is tired and hungry. Have a good day.
Maybe I'm all out of hope. Could I find it when I go? Think we're only here to stay alive now. Funny, we ran out of kicks. Now you only make me sick. Think we're only here to stay alive now.
Having a grand tender is a bit like having a car. It gives you the freedom to leave your yacht safely tucked away in a quiet anchorage, then explore much further afield without the time and upheaval of moving your whole home. That's exactly what I did on this day. Setting off from Kastos, I made the 35 nautical mile round trip to Nidri before heading back later that afternoon. For me, that's where the Grand really comes into its own. Features like the deep V hull, hydro stabilizers, a built-in midships fuel tank, and seating that's molded to the hull rather than the inflatable tubes, all combine to make the ride noticeably more comfortable, more capable, and most importantly, more confidence at sea, particularly when it's less forgiving. Our Grand was almost perfect from the day we bought it. The only thing we were never completely happy with was the propeller. Like many boats fitted with a standard aluminium prop, we occasionally experience cavitation, particularly when turning hard or towing a wakeboarder. So after plenty of research and quite a bit of real-world experimentation, we upgraded to a stainless steel Apollo propeller. The difference was immediate. Not only did it completely eliminate the cavitation, but our top speed increased from 35 to 45 miles per hour, while still allowing the engine to reach its recommended wide open throttle range. Handling feels sharper, fuel economy has improved, and it still has no problem pulling up 2 wakeboarders out of the water. This isn't a sponsored upgrade. It's something we genuinely invested in ourselves because it's made a noticeable difference to the way we use the boat. We only ever recommend products that have proven themselves in the real world. So that's it. I'm gonna grab a beer and just chill in the tent with Laura.
Yeah, I'm feeling tipsy.
That's quite enough boat talk for now, thank you, Ross. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't miss our next episode, when we can finally let you all in on what is set to be our greatest adventure yet. And if you can't wait till then, head over to Patreon for our latest news.
Life will not be contained. Life breaks free. It crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously. I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
Feel alright. Yeah, I feel fine. Yeah, something inside me is saying that I'm on the move, baby. Hey, I'm moving on up to a higher destination. I'm moving on up.
I'm feeling